Hello and welcome to episode 20 of Idleon 100% Achievement Journey. This little character here is going to give me a quest where I have to kill a giant. I don't know much about prayers because I never pushed worshipping yet, but I do have a prayer where now I can spawn or have giants spawn. I don't know if they spawn while you're AFK or not, or if you have to be active. I'll find that out later. But every single one of my character will have this prayer, and I'll test it out. We'll know later how it works. Please let me know in the comments. Do I have to play active, or can it appear while AFK? For the quest, for instance. What I like about these character-specific videos, it forces me to update the equipment, make sure that my presets are up to date and my skills, etc. So today I'm going to look at the Fisherman. It's going to be a pretty simple video, but the next character-based video will be more complex because it's going to be the Journeyman. So we'll get a new chest and ring, and also you see the star book. I'm very happy to have this one. You'll see what it's about in a moment. So first of all, we're going to equip this, but as you can see, I cannot upgrade it yet. Well, I can upgrade it partially, but I want to wait a little bit. That's because I ran out of tokens. I made a bunch of steel rings. Iron rings, how do you call them? Steel band, there you go. For multiple characters, and I used those tokens. Yeah, Tick Tock 96. That's very nice. I no longer have to spend all this water trying to get a better Tick Tock. Water is very important. So now I can use it to upgrade my vials, which I'm very behind. I didn't make any progress in vials, but also bubbles, etc. Alright, let's see what we got. I'm gonna do pretty much what we do usually. We're going to look at the post office. The left is making progress, shipment number 58, but the others, unfortunately, always end up breaking the streak. As you saw, 177 fishing, and here it's all fishing related or strength related. If you see how many obols I have now, that's because somebody, I forgot who, and thank you whoever you are, I'm starting to lose track who gives me advice, but somebody advised me to use liquids. That's what I'm about to do after my clicking around. And by the way, these are the vials. No progress at all, no need to show that. As I said, I'll make a alchemy specific video eventually. This is where I buy obols now. It's pretty nice, and I started working on that. There's so many things to do in this game, as I keep saying every single episode, but if I take things one at a time, it's not overwhelming and it remains fun. The fun goes away when you try to do everything every day, all the time. I just play when I can, and I was gone for about a week. It was a unforeseen trip. It was not planned at all and messed me up a little bit. Somebody also asked me to show my skill points. I'm gonna do that. This is preset number 1, and this is just following the Barbarian guide, so look it up, from God of Idleon. Nothing much to say. I'm going a bit quick. You can pause it if you want. I was asked to show that, so I am. There you go. I'm going to show you preset number 2, which is, of course, the Fisherman. I'm going to talk about fishing, of course, because this character's job is to fish. And here I realized, because I was fighting in the area with the mustache, whatever these enemies are called, I had the wrong card set. It's not the end of the world, but of course I should have used this one instead. And even the set, well, I called it set, but it's equipped cards, right? And on the left, these are sets. I had the wrong set as well. forgot to swap in reality, because all I do is fishing usually, but I decided to fight yesterday or something like that. So I'm gonna go to preset number 2. This is for fishing. I maxed out my luck and my strength is getting pretty high. And on this side, I tried something. You see on the top right, level 1, this increases your strength temporarily. I have another question for you in the comment. Does this help for fishing? I increase my strength temporarily. Does it increase my fishing ability for a little bit? Is it a good idea to level this up for fishing? And here, level 38 fishing. I zoomed in a little bit too much. Sorry about that. It was a bit blurry. I'll be careful with my zoom ins in the future. I want it to look nice. Now I'm going to show you something a little strange. First, I'm going to show you that. After that, I'm going to show you something else. These are my lures. I'm using dynamite and I'm using this red thing. These seem to be the best for all I know. I don't know how to get the others. I don't even know if they exist because this game is still being developed, of course. And an indicator of that is here. I think I had to be level 35. I don't want to be mistaken, but there's this, the end of the pier. The end of the pier. I was very curious to see how it looked like. Is there a shop there? What kind of fish do I get? I go there and then I appear here. I was very disappointed. That's probably because it doesn't exist yet. The game is still, as I said, being developed. So here I'm fishing and I'm gonna sample. That's not what I want. I want to sample goldfish. When it comes to 3D printer, completely horrible. I'm gonna try to do my best to update that. I'm going to show you how decayed it is, how I neglected it, but I decided for this character to update my sampling. What he does is sand and goldfish. So goldfish is much better now at 120 per hour, fully updated, and I'm going to fight sandy pots. This will give me the ability to turn on this, because at one point I was running out of everything, flies and sand, maybe not fish, but now I can turn that on and get all these salts. I don't fully understand how these things work, and eventually I'll make videos about them. These are not going to be guides, but just show my progress. And here I'm showing this because my main character is much stronger, and I could increase easily these numbers. In fact, with every single character for the 3D printer, which is by the way fully upgraded. All 9 characters have access to the 3D printer. Switching to preset number 1, this time with the right equip card and the right set. I'm gonna sample sandy pots to try to get a much better number. So here I went with damage. What I'm trying to look at here, there was one I didn't have access to. I believe it was medium resources because of worshipping. I'm almost certain of it. I didn't have access to the 5% skill XP gain, which could be attractive. I'm gonna have to think about it when I use mining, fishing, etc. if I should use that or the old one. So we're gonna go to the right here and we're going to sample. I think I'll be too much to the left and we won't see the number. No big deal. Sample is at level 50. There we go. And now I gotta go back. And I realized I could have maybe used the ability that increases your strength temporarily. This ability. The one I just used. But it's no big deal. It's gonna be good enough for now. And I'll probably test it out to see if it has an effect. Let you know later when I make a video about a 3D printer and all these other machines. 57 an hour. If you think about it, this character is much weaker. And at the top 31 and 20 an hour for my main character, I'm sure I can do much better than this. These are my 2 last character, and Rad82 asked me, hey, I'm curious to see how you're gonna call your last character since it doesn't have any class. Well, here's his name, Rad82. So do you agree with this name? This character will remain a beginner until they add new classes. So this is the guild, 59 of us. I was gone for something like a week. By the way, if you're part of the guild and you're level 5 or higher on Discord for chatting, I would really appreciate if you would advertise the guild for me. That would be very nice of you. Please let me know in the comment, okay? Once a day, that'd be nice. If not, I'll do it every day or every 2 days, but I have to leave in another week. And then after that, I'll be back for good. Take a quick look here. I wanted to show you that. Look at that. Nice weapon for my wizard. Here's my Rad82 character, of course, who will remain, as I said, beginner. And the next episode will be a normal episode, and the following episode will be a character-based episode on the journeyman. It's going to be interesting because I'm going to initiate the process of becoming a maestro. I know it's a long process, but at least I'll initiate it, do research, try to figure out what needs to be done, and maybe even get better weapon than these bandage wraps. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit thumbs up and leave a comment below. If you want to support this channel, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss future videos. Thank you for watching and see you next time.